Welcome to Facebook for the Blind, your look at the downfall of Western civilization through the best memes we can find each week. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week we like to celebrate Facebook for the Blind, a show for the visually and Facebook impaired. I am your never humble host, Eric Sizemore, joined by my beautiful co-host, Andrew Tiede.
Hi, everybody.
And dialing in from South Canada, Quiet Michael.
I'm already laughing at my memes.
Those funny memes and more coming back immediately. But first, a patented, trademark, copyrighted part of every single episode of Facebook for the Blind. Absolutely necessary. You know it. You love it. You want it.
Yeah, just wait till you get to see these memes. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah.
Nope.
There it is.
Yes,
So
and
worth it.
as
So
T
worth
mentioned, it does put that in the closed captioning on Facebook. Or sorry, on YouTube. Please follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. The algorithm likes us more. Hey, we always diss on Indiana. I mean, pretty much almost out of legal obligation. But lo and behold, I'm so shocked. The Service and Solidarity Spotlight of the AFL-CIO blog says Indiana PetSmart workers have won their first union for the chain in the United States. How about that? So,
Well, good job.
I know.
We don't all suck.
I was pretty impressed. Hey, I've even got some hope for Missouri. I think they might actually show me they can do better because Josh Hawley was hit by terrible reports back to back, including his hometown newspaper saying he is the worst sitting senator, not just for the fist pumping and, voting against certifying the election and fomenting, a coup, but other bad things too. So kudos. Of course, the top story this week that I kept hearing about was that North Carolina authorities arrested armed men and others. There were reportedly truckloads of militiamen running around in the Carolinas saying they were FEMA hunting, which, was amazing. And the FEMA guys were like, yeah, it's about 5149. Grateful to see us. Get off my property, government. You know what I mean? Kind of stuff. And I was like,
Oh, my God.
Holy crap. So armed crazy people trying to help out that nobody asked for. Yeah, that's right there. McDonald's has been suing top meat packers for allegedly colluding to inflate the price of beef. This is pretty amazing because this is antitrust and hiking prices and stuff. And it just never happens. It's like a new day in America when the corporations are like, hey, you can hike those people's meat prices at the grocery store, but not my Big Mac meat. So how fascinating is that? Meanwhile, here's a fun fact you're not going to hear anywhere else. Illegal migration at the U.S. southern border has dropped to its lowest level since 2020. How amazing is that? I looked up some really cool charts, and it has fallen off a cliff. It is down 75% from a year ago. And a lot of it is from all those countries in the Northern Triangle that Kamala went down to talk to about, not coming here anymore. Also Venezuela, who's dropped 99% in border crossings. So anyway,
but a bitch ain't one.
Huh?
I said, but a bitch ain't one.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny is that despite the fact that it has dropped 75%. A new CBS News Trump-Harris poll show that they live in completely different worlds. And if you ask a Trump voter what's happening at the border, they will tell you that it is increasing because they have no idea. They don't know if stocks are up and down. They don't know if wars are happening. They don't know anything. It's amazing. Hey, as we're going to press here, the U.S. has demanded that Israel improve humanitarian conditions in Gaza or risk military aid, which is pretty amazing that they went that far. I was kind of hoping maybe Kamala would just, I don't know, talk to an Arab person in public on camera. That was all I was looking for. That would have been dramatic and really moving the needle. But apparently they sent them a letter. They sent Israel a letter. And
a sternly written email.
Yeah, yeah. It was a copy of the letter was obtained by Axios, and it was like, "Hey, you guys got 30 days to improve the humanitarian conditions in Gaza. We're not going to send you any more bombs so you can bomb Gaza." Anyway, so that's I don't know, guys. That's weird, man. I feel closer to the right
Treat,
timeline.
wait, treat Gaza better, and or we won't help you blow up Gaza.
Dude, I don't even understand. Blinken went over there and clearly in leaked memos knew that they were blowing up hospitals, targeting children, targeting aid stations. And that's kind of against the law. We have this law that says, you know, if you're doing that kind of thing, we can't send you any more bombs. You know, it's a simple friend rule. Anyway, so I'm just, I'll be impressed if anything comes of it. Also leaked Bob Woodward's book, which has been really great. Not just some details about how those Depends that Trump wears smell, and the word is bad, but also that the Trump White House chose to cheat to get Kavanaugh confirmed. I don't know if you remember back at the Blind Pig, but I was making all kinds of jokes about that FBI investigation. Remember they were doing an FBI investigation into Kavanaugh for the Supreme Court of the United States, and it was like after a day, they were like, "All right, come back, boys. It's fine. No. It's a thought that counts." You know, and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse has dug it up, says it was entirely a sham. So again, it's interesting because he always says the only way they can win is if they cheat, and anything he says is just a confession of what he's doing. I mean, it's all projection. It's freaking amazing. One of the funniest things this weekend is that the disgraced ex-president spoke at Coachella. And once he had gotten everybody to hop on a bus and go 5 miles out into the desert, and he got them on camera and got all the cheers and got all his photo ops, he split and the buses never came back.
Oh my God.
You know, and it's like future potential voters, if he will leave you after a photo op because he's done with you, what's he going to do if you vote for him? I mean, it's like God is painting this. That's what I'm thinking here. We usually like to close out with a heartwarming animal story, and this is brought to you by Stop Making Stupid People Famous. God, please. Stop. Okay, I got that out of my system. More than 100 raccoons have besieged a woman in Poolsbo, Washington. She had to call the sheriff to get into her house. 100 raccoons all around. So apparently, she started to feed these raccoons some 35 years ago. And ladies, just like ex-boyfriends, if you feed them, they will teach their kids, surround your house, and throw a kegger. So that's an old school Midwest saying we have here. So don't get besieged by raccoons. That has been the news from Facebook for the Blind for October 15th, 2024. Now handing it off to my beautiful co-host for a nice, I don't know what it is in metric size round.
Round one.
Oh yeah, you're right. When people are muted, it does sound terrible on this. Point taken. Excellently illustrated.
God damn it. I was roasting you all through the news too, dude.
Oh, you know what? Dumbass.
You know what? When you could just for this one part, when you were like, women don't feed them or they'll, and I said, you ready? I said, bit off more than you could chew there, didn't you, Eric? So if my mic had been hot, you would have felt pretty silly.
You're a raccoon.
This isn't a meme. I just screen grabbed this for Tiede. Tiede, check this out.
Yeah, what we got here?
Look, dude.
Oh, my nipples.
It's so cool. For our listeners, this is comic book art, and it's the Ninja Turtles jumping like off of one building down into an alley and fighting foot soldiers in the air all the way down. It's so cool.
It is majestic as fuck.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, moving on. Sorry, everybody. Fishbowl, friend of the show, Fishbowl. It's a conversation between me and my friend, me. And this is my house, friend. What's upstairs? Me. Stairs don't talk.
Oh, God, that's so bad.
Dumb.
Oh,
Bad.
I
TD,
feel dirty.
TD, I want you to describe this one for me, please.
Yeah, I got you, man. I'm gonna describe the picture, and I'll let Michael come back with what the caption is. This is a picture, 70s sci-fi art. It is the picture Mobius from 1970, and it's this very ornate wall village thing, and there's these two beings poking out from a glass dome bubble window, looking out at the beyond.
And Tapioca Caterer, no, I'm sorry, Tapioca Terror says 7-year-old me at McDonald's.
Yes.
Yep.
It
Hell
is
yeah.
so weirdly specific to our childhood.
Sadly accurate.
Biopsy Bimbo, friend of the show, by the way, Morg at Biopsy Bimbo. She has a picture here, and it says another banger from my dad's Instagram. And then we see she's posted her dad's Instagram, and it's a picture of her spider next to a wrench. And her dad says, "That's a 15 mil wrench. Whoa, my new garage dog has arrived." It's a pretty big spider. John at Arf Measures has a conversation here. The cop says, "You're going to prison for forgery." Me slides him a $37 bill. What about now?
Yes, I
Love
want
it.
I want it.
Haiti says, "Born to say, are you fucking stupid? Forced to say, wow, I've never thought about it like that before."
That is veteran specific, I believe.
Debo at Kill Me Fam says, "Is 31 a good age to try skateboarding? I weigh 297 pounds."
Okay, that hurts because that's about the last time I thought about skateboarding, and that's about how much I weighed at 31.
How'd it go, TD?
I didn't do it. I thought better.
I did the math.
I chickened out.
Dude, I'm banged up enough without skateboarding.
This is Kate T at KTMXX, who it's kind of a women's empowerment tweet here. Says, "I just remembered I'm a 25-year-old woman with my own house, and I can put 15 onion rings in the oven for my dinner if I want to."
Hell yeah.
That's the snack. What's the rest of the dinner?
All
I'm
right.
a badass.
Girl
And
dinner.
listen, this is my last meme for round one. It's a picture of the gum rack at probably grocery store or Walmart or actually I'm guessing this is probably the dollar store actually, just based on the SKUs. But there's a bunch of icebreaker ice cube like gum on one side and on another side, and then right on the rack, well, I'll just read the caption. The caption says, "Someone chewed up an entire package of gum and spit it out on the shelf at the store."
That screams Walmart. That screams Walmart.
Dude, I this is Dollar General. I mean, I can feel it in my
Oh,
bones.
yeah.
This is Dollar General.
Yeah.
Yo, I just want our
The
listeners
Dollar
to
General
know,
of Walmarts. Yeah.
I have thought about this meme every day. This is from Reddit, mildly infuriating. I've thought about it every day this week because who was this? How did something like this happen? Like I just
Really, you work amongst the public and you question what could
just
happen?
so far removed from anything I could ever do. Like I just can't wrap my head
No.
around it. That's all I got for
Hey,
round one.
No,
Kicking it over to
no.
TD.
I don't agree with that. I think
You know,
are totally
okay, I'll say
capable
this.
of
The
that.
only way I could imagine myself doing this is if I just got fired from that store.
See, it's a thin line, but there's a line.
I suppose.
Okay.
All right, TD, you're up.
Hey, hi guys. We're gonna do that thing I do. TD's often imitated, never duplicated. Short round one, brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet, and boy, the internet didn't let me down. All right, let's do this thing.
Oh, is it working?
Waiting to do this thing.
Is it working?
No, not even close, man.
We'll fix it in post.
Here's some dumb shit. All right, crazy Uncle Gil. I don't know you.
Hey, Gil.
It says me trying to figure out what's going on in the world via memes since I refuse to watch the news, and it's Drake looking like a confused punk into his phone. And yes, this one I felt personally because yes, this is how I get most of my news is from this podcast.
I know.
That should scare everyone. All right, moving on.
It's a lot of responsibility.
I know, right? Educating Tiede.
Dude, this is so weird. Why isn't like doing?
I don't know. I'm waiting to move on, bro. No, that's not even close, man. You skipped like my entire rounds. Oh yeah, you skipped all of my rounds.
Oh yeah, here's who screwed it up. Michael called me on the freaking Facebook. Why would you do that?
I just text you my memes and I just bumped it, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
Broski.
Working on it.
Okay,
What's
fix and post. Next up. That's not no, you went the wrong direction.
Motherfucker.
No, that's another round, man.
It's
not working properly.
Sammy, put something else on. I'm tired of watching.
Okay, we're good. I posted this and I put this up here just for Brain, and of course Brain ain't fucking here. Because he actually posted this, I posted this last week and he commented like, dude, I almost used it on the podcast last night. But yeah, it's another day, another meme calling me out, and it says, me on my way to pretend to be a nice, friendly, and sociable person at work, and it's Oscar the Grouch driving a vehicle looking like fucking Oscar the Grouch. My spirit totem guy.
Nice.
All right, moving on. I aspire to be everything that Oscar is. Goose Nibble, friend of the show, reposted a Reddit thread here that says, in the Bear, Jeremy Allen White is absolutely jacked as fuck. This is a reference that he is an actor, not an overworked chef who doesn't go to the gym, smokes a pack of cigarettes a day, and sleeps 3 hours a night. And it's a picture of Jeremy Allen White. It's obvious that's true. But my question is, when did restaurant chefs get to sleep a whole 3 hours? Not when I worked in restaurants. Moving on.
Just check in with George.
Right. Shithead Steve and a bunch of other people came together and posted this beauty. Says this is the most important election of our lives, and it's just a bunch of election signs for various candidates like hey, would you blow me for mayor? And then we got E. Norma Cox running, and we're gonna reelect Barry McCockiner for mayor, and we got Hugh Janus back there. A couple other ones I can't quite read, but you get the idea. Very important election. Please go vote in 3 weeks. Oh, I'm gonna beat that dog. All right, moving on. I gotta hurry.
I feel a certain kinship with hey, would you blow me?
Yeah. Friend of the show. See you at Poker on Friday, big guy. Satan.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. It's got a picture of a gentleman who is at the who appears to be the stairway to heaven, even though I'm pretty sure there ain't one of those. And he's looking very shocked and concerned. It says, waking up in heaven after begging God to take my wife's headache away. Feeling a little called out here, Satan. Just saying there, bro.
Jesus.
Okay, once again, Satan. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
It's Goose looking kind of perturbed, saying, hey, what's that stuff with? And then he's chasing a guy wearing a big fluffy coat, saying, what's your jacket stuffed with, motherfucker? I can hear a Goose saying that.
Oh, dude, I can see a whole fleet of them on North
Oh,
Front.
absolutely.
With confidence.
With confidence. All right, moving on here. Friend of the show once again, hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
What up?
It's the classic 2-panel meme of a unmasked Cyclops making out with Jean Grey on a dirty floor, and Cyclops is labeled microwave heat, and Jean Grey is labeled plate, and then there in the distance, looking sad and forlorn, is Wolverine going, my burrito. I feel this. I feel this in my soul.
Tell you what, man, I felt something when you said making out on a dirty floor. I don't know why.
Because I just described your ideal Friday. All right. Since
What
we
the
got
fuck
three,
is this show? What are we doing?
I don't know. Since we got 3 from Satan, we got to have 1 from God.
Hey, God.
Hey, God.
Acquaintance of the show at Angels_Pimp. It's a cat speaking into a microphone, like it's like testifying at Congress or some shit. But it just says, "Please stop asking me my dream job. I never dreamed about working."
Oh,
Amen, Kitty. And that is the last one I got for the short round 1. Often imitated, never duplicated, world famous round 1 that it was. Brought to you by the dumbest shit I could find on the internet. Over to you, Sizemore.
well done.
I feel
Well,
like I had a meme from God, but I haven't seen it as I've gotten ready here.
huh. Well, if a miracle manifests itself, you let us know.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know.
Here's a post from Founding Zaddy, a found book for the Facebook for the blind. George.
No, stop it. You know I was distracted looking for the God meme.
He's
We're
got
not
this
doing that.
2-panel from the good place. Is that right, Tiede?
Yeah, it's a good place.
And we have Ted Danson's character labeled as FTC SEC, and he's talking to the USDA, FDA, and he says, "McDonald's figured it out. McDonald's." This is a real low point. Yeah, this one hurts.
Before you move on, I was the way taking care of my dog that was doing something that should have been. Don't you dare say that word.
McDonald's.
Oh, you dirty, dirty person.
Ted Danson.
Shut up.
Dirty Sanchez.
He's a poker on Friday too. Moving on.
Moving on. Look, I'm telling you, here in the Midwest and in America as a whole, we have fans of everything. This is one I saw out in the parking lot. It is a red, white, and blue striped finger doing the devil horns hand pose, and it says "blue balls."
You found this in public?
I found this in public on my own. And here's the weirdest thing. I talked about this on stage, and I did it and was interrupted because a guy went, "Woo!" And I was like, proving my point that every kind of sex, somebody likes it. Every kind of sex. Woo! I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like what Michael was saying, what are we doing? Gen X only has this picture of a briefcase with a yellow light bulb in it and a battery. It says, "This is what was in the briefcase."
That's a Pulp Fiction joke.
It is a Pulp Fiction joke, and it's fantastic, man. And some of my friends were like, "Repo Man?" I was like, no, actually, if you go back and watch Repo Man, you never see the briefcase. Moving on, Mike Ingham for everyone. If you're not following Mike Ingham for everyone, why not? He's for everyone. He's got this post for just saying, "Good morning." It says, "Me climbing out of a trash can. Yes, I'm available to give advice."
Yeah.
That's me on Facebook all day. Friend of the show, Craig. Craig, we miss you, buddy. But thanks for sending all the cards and letters. Says, "This is what a human hand looks like under a microscope." And we see the eyepieces of a microscope. And as we scroll down, it's been tilted back and someone's put their hand under it. It's a hand under a microscope.
No, bro.
Thought that would solicit a bigger groan from quiet.
He probably muted again.
I'm not muted.
He's just he's not muted. He's just disappointed.
Yeah. The just disappointed episode.
Friend of the show, Paul, has this post from Sam Decker, and I tell you what, it set off a firestorm among my friends and made me very happy. It says, "Can I tell you a secret? I don't care if there are undocumented immigrants in this country. I think it's a non-issue. Without social security numbers, they're not getting the welfare people claim they're getting. Vast majority of them are normal people trying to live a better life. The whole wall, deport the illegals bullshit is just 1% convincing the working poor to blame a subset of the working poor for the fact that they're all poor, instead of realizing they're all poor due to the vast income inequality and resource price inflation in combination with wage stagnation. The existence of another poor person is not why you're poor. It's because the people who control everything refuse to increase your wages." And this led into a massive fight about the border wall and immigration. Proving that the distraction is super effective. Yeah. Friend of the show, or new acquaintance of the show, Aaron McKelvey Boyington, has this 4-panel cartoon that is really excellently drawn. I love the shading in this and all the artistic style. We see 2 women, one with little her hair up in a ponytail, one with shorter hair. I don't know, looking kind of stylish, I guess. And one says, "I really wish there was a way to know whether ghosts are real." And the other girl is holding up the Ouija board box, game box. Says, "What if we had like a code phrase?" What? Like a password. Like if my ghost ever tries to contact you, I'll start by saying our code phrase. That way you'll know if it's really me or if you're being scammed. In the final 2 panel, we see a woman say, "Well, what would our code phrase be? It would have to be something elegant, original, like poetry." And then we see an older woman at the fortune teller looking into her crystal ball, and she says, "Your friend says salty badger nipples." The old lady gasps and says, "It is you." Salty badger nipples, of course, my junior high punk band name.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Here we have a caption that we have Spock, but it's evil Spock with the goatee, and he says, "Live a short life and fail."
It's how I end my emails at work.
I love how in Star Trek goatee evil equaled evil clone or something.
Dude, that's why I'm growing this goatee. Haven't you noticed I'm saltier now? I'm like much meaner to you people. It's awesome. Here, from new friend of the show, Sarcasm. Oh, who am I kidding? Old friend of the show, possibly
Right?
the oldest friend of the show, Sarcasm. And we have 2 great characters here. We have Odin of Asgard, and he is saying, "I have Asgard." And then we have Tiede, help me out.
Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury.
And he says, "I have shield." And then we have Loki saying, "I have both eyes."
Yeah.
Odin and Nick Fury got a little furious. Here we just have a little duckling looking you right in the eye, and he says, "Dear autocorrect, it's never duck."
Word.
Get 2 more to the end of this. Mike Ingram for everyone. And if you're not following Mike Ingram for everyone, you are missing out. He's for everyone. He says, "Damn it."
Yeah, he's for everyone.
The cashier says, "The receipt is in the bag." Me, you too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And finally, for my wholesome round 1, at my funeral, my kid leaning into my coffin and whispers, "Can I play a game on your phone?"
Dude.
Now it wraps up my wholesome round 1. Now with 30% more death. Handing it back to you, Quiet Michael.
All right, here we go. Kicking off round 2, the irrelevant round. This time, kicking off round 2 with Nick got his 01 at Spreen_Co. He says, for anyone who's wondered what an Apple Intelligence summary of a breakup text looks like.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We see Nick has a text from Maddie, and the Apple Intelligence summary of the text says, "Maddie broke. No longer in a relationship. Once belongings from the apartment."
I mean,
my favorite thing about this is that it's 1 minute ago. So somebody saw this and was like, "I'm gonna need this later." But I'm not so sad. This is gonna be funny as shit. Stepbro.Steve, a person we know. Hope you're okay down there in Jacksonville, Steve. Actually, honestly, I don't give a shit. But he's reposted Danlet. Danlet says, "What do you do in this situation?" And it's a picture of 2 molars with a wisdom tooth growing perpendicular to the roots of the molars. This is exactly how my wisdom tooth was coming in, by the way. Stepbro says, "This goes away if you ignore it long enough, by the way."
Oh, God.
no.
Which, listen, I gave it like 4 years, man, and it did not go away. It actually intensifies.
Mi-
Anna Spargo
Yeah.
Ryan
Yeah.
at Anna Spargo Ryan says, I just saw a pre-sunrise bird and thought, what are you doing up so early? And when I looked closer, it was eating a literal worm.
Whoa.
Wow.
Milky rat milk. Sorry, friend of the show, Milky Rat Milk says, just me yelling, not now, kitten, daddy's busy. Every time a coworker asks for help.
Yeah.
So bad.
I'm gonna try that at work tomorrow.
Oh, I thought this was really really something here. Eric, will you read this for us? It's 2 tweets.
Sure. This is from, it just says a picture of Neil deGrasse Tyson says, Neil deGrasse Tyson puts Jeff Bezos' net worth into a new perspective. And then there's another one from Neil deGrasse Tyson says, if Jeff Bezos put all his money up his ass, would need a really big ass.
Yeah.
You sure that's not Satan?
Avery Edison says, every time I drink milk, I remember my roommate who used to put powdered milk in his milk so he could drink, quote, more milk per milk.
Whoa.
Whoa, could you do that with
Milkception.
gasoline?
I would shit myself to death if I did this.
I now want to try this.
More milk per milk. That guy's he's gonna be great when he gets his MBA though. Jug Heat at Eddie McStriplin says, getting Chinese food in 1830. Yeah, can I get the regular soldier Cho's chicken?
Oh my. That's funny. He just enlisted.
Fuck this joke, man. All right. Frizz Soon MFF says, I am not dying to a hurricane named Milton, bro.
Ah.
I mean, yeah.
I think I have 2 more for this round. Zach Silberberg says, R.I.P. Pavlov. You would have loved notifications.
Oh God.
That's really smart.
And my last meme for round 2, the irrelevant round, is Basil. At Link of Sunshine, who says, I love the idea that America developed a weather controlling super weapon, and the only thing they use it for is just to fuck over Florida specifically twice a year. And that's all I got for round 2. The irrelevant round, back to Tiede.
I mean, to be fair, if I controlled the weather machine,
To
I'd
be
fuck over
fair.
Florida. To be fair. Hi, guys. We're going to do that round 2 thing, the inebriated round. Place your bets.
I bet you are. I bet you're inebriated.
Take the
I bet
over. Take the
101.
over. Take the over. All right, moving on. Mandy Dawson, I don't know you. Text a conversation here, and it's a picture of a deck. Pretty nice looking deck, and got some shrubbery around it. Says, "Oh, sorry for the unsolicited deck pic. That was meant for someone else." And they respond, "That is a sexy deck. 10 would 10 sit on it."
Would sit on it.
Yeah, would sit on it. Sorry. Trim the bushes so it looks bigger. I mean,
This is
that's
sexting.
just manscaping 101 right there. Yes,
I'm just
this is
saying.
a sex scene with a deck. Moving on.
That is a lot of double entendre in one meme.
Oh, so much double entendre in one thing. Spill the memes, friend of the show.
Hey.
It's got a picture of like a guy interviewing another guy for a job, and it says, "Boss, there are pros and cons with working here." Me, okay. Boss, like we arrange lots of fun activities for the employees. Me, right. And pros? I feel seen. I feel seen. All right, moving on. Internet Hall of Fame has a thing from Yahoo Answers here. And someone asked the question, how am I sure I'm the real mom of my kid? And they say, I just had a baby, and it looks more like the man I had my baby with. It doesn't look like me at all, and I'm scared that he was cheating on me with another lady, and I had her kid. This child is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I can't imagine giving my baby to the real mom. How do I know?
Dude, what state is this in? I think we need to call somebody. What?
Yeah, bro.
That's a youngin. That's
All
too
right.
young.
Patton at General Patton 83. It's got a picture of a bunch of cats, very large cats with torches and shit, and they're poking at this lady, and it says, "Awaken, wench, thou has not yet been exempted. The bottom, though it has not yet been emptied, the bottom of our kibble is once again visible."
Mm-hmm.
My God,
Yep.
this is every cat.
Oh, that I'm looking at my cat right now, and oh yeah,
Every cat.
every
Yeah.
damn cat.
I
Moving
think
on.
the only thing missing here is that large cat should be pushing that woman towards a ledge, like
Yes.
something.
And the little cat should be like, to the ledge.
Yeah,
to
to
the
the
ledge.
ledge.
Okay, moving. Spill the memes once again. Says men can understand all these gauges, but not their woman. And it's a car with a shit ton of gauges and things and readouts and monitors. And Josh at Loser Crew just goes, well, they actually tell us what's wrong, so
Oh, it's not.
I feel seen. I feel seen. All right, moving on.
Blink once if you're okay, Tiede.
I won't blink the rest of this round. Internet Hall of Fame. No shame in his game. Dr. Ivermectin. Oh, God. Says the weirdest genre of dudes on here are 40-year-old men with wives who follow a bunch of young women, LMFAO. And Fart Monster 2K, I like you. I just blinked. Sorry. Says as a 40-year-old married dude, I can tell you it's because those young women, or many of them, often post pictures of their boobs, and following them makes those pictures show up on my phone. I feel seen. I'm just playing. No, I'm not. Maybe I am. Moving on. Meal. At Meal Girl.
Oh yeah, baby.
I think we had this picture up last week, but it's different. This is a different take on this picture, and it's a picture of two average size Midwestern tenderloin sandwiches that are bigger than the plate.
Yep.
The bun is just there to show you how big this pork tenderloin is.
Yep.
And it says, "My apologies, Indiana. I wasn't aware of your game because yes, other states may do it, but I think I think Indiana does it best, and I think they originated the fried pork tenderloin."
I don't see anyone else jumping up to take credit, so you may have it. Who's your boy?
Thank you. One thing we got, man. That and a shitty race. All right, moving on. Internet Hall of Fame once again. From Talamar says, so many people crying on Valentine's Day like it's the only day of the year no one loves them. I feel seen. I feel seen. All right, moving on. Trash Can Paul, friend of the show, Trash Can Paul.
What up?
And he's got this picture of a comic book from back in the day, maybe Golden Age era comic book. And it's this massively muscular dude laying in bed. Like his six-pack has a six-pack, and it just says how Tolkien slept in 1937 after writing a bestseller with no female characters. Tolkien was a manly man.
Oh my gosh. Wow, seriously? None?
There was like two in the movie. I don't know if they were in the original book. All right, hey, Jason Jester is going to help us wrap up the last one I got for round two here. Friend of the show, friend of the universe, friend of you and me, Jason Jester. He posted another text conversation, and the person goes, "What are we eating tonight?" And the person goes, "Hmm." And then they send an eggplant emoji and a block of cheese emoji. And the other person just goes, the fuck, dick cheese? And the
Oh,
person's like,
fuck.
no, eggplant parmesan. But see, in emojis, an eggplant and plant is a pecker. And then the person just goes, I'm gonna need you not to use emojis ever again. Cause yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna leave that one in your mental image and wrap up the round 2 here, the inebriator round. Guess what? Oh baby, over to you, Sizemore.
I guessed it, man. Dude, I totally guessed
Take
it.
the over. Take the over.
I totally guessed it.
I win this thing every week.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Trust me, dude. There's no losers here.
Is that what you call them, Pyrrhic victories?
I don't even know what that means, but yes.
I screwed up before I loaded yours, and I didn't load enough of mine. Now I'm all screwed up. Yay! I love it. Who's watching crap? Oh, Beverly, I'm gonna mute you. Eh? Sorry, little technical difficulties. There we go. Yay! Hi, how you doing? All right, doing the interstitial round, I believe. Is what we've been calling it, right? You know, clearly. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's not working.
I'm gonna play the role of brain here and go. I don't really know what those words mean.
Sweet. That's perfect. That is perfect. Dang it. I suck.
We know. But thanks for admitting it.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm about to jump you in line, you.
Go.
All right, I'm going. Round 3 for me, and then we'll come back for Eric's something.
Yeah, there you go.
Kicking it off with Genie talking to the guy, and he says three rules: no wishing for death, no falling in love, no bring back dead people. And the man says, I want Reese's cups to moan when I take their little panties off. And the genie says, there are 4 rules.
Absolutely, there's to be 4. Ew, no.
Eric, why don't you read this one for us?
Sure.
Never mind, don't do it.
We got no, go back. I'm on it, mother. Don't say I can't do it. Now you took it away.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. I don't think you want it, man.
All right, fine.
It's making light of a very bad reality about cops and what kind of people they are. Step Roasty, someone we know. He posts this picture from Mask CEO at Nabi_OCs, who says there's a picture of what's the name of this ship, Tiede? It's not the Starship Enterprise.
No, that is the Executioner from Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Oh, shit. Cool. And Mask CEO says, imagine drunk driving this.
Yeah, that thing is roughly the size of Chicago.
Next up, we have Step Bros. Again, this time there's a picture of a dog. And next to the dog, there's a picture of a campaign sign that says, vote for Todd 2024. He likes cheese. And it's just a picture of the dog that's standing next to it. And directly underneath, we see the return of the king.
Oh, yeah.
I like this. This is a picture of a guy who's wearing a hoodie that's pulled tight around his face, and he's thinking really hard. And he says, "You can't stand backwards on stairs." And
What?
somebody comments, "You can't stand backwards anywhere. You're always facing forward."
And see, he was tripping my mind with the stairs thing, but then he hit me with the truth.
That's right. This is a picture of a plaque on somebody's wall from the ACMA, and it says, or AMCA, and it says, most improved, caring concern. It says certificate is presented to internal medicine. And it says, bro, why does my doctor have a most improved certificate?
Oh,
I'm about to die.
Michael, can I jump back in? I don't know how to do the order now.
I don't know either, man, but I only have 2 more, so you just wait.
All right.
Collie at Jam Collie says Garfield is a cat and doesn't have a job. The only ostensible difference between Monday and any other day is that John suddenly isn't around after having been home all weekend. Garfield doesn't hate Mondays. He loves John, and he's too proud to say it.
Aw.
Don't
I
you
like
ruin Garfield for me.
2 more. This is the famous American Choppers or whatever the show was. The dad arguing with his son, and the dad says, "They're coming here illegally." And the son says, "They need our help." And the dad says, "We should help Americans first." And then the son throws a chair and says, "Well, then let's help the Americans." And the dad screams, "No, that's socialism."
Yeah. Every time.
Oh,
And
man.
finally, my last meme, leaving only my post with the most, is Sasha von Didkovsky.
Huh.
Has a picture of Abraham Lincoln here, and then it says, "I've never met anyone who even kind of looks like this."
I mean,
That is so weirdly true, man.
That is very strange. I
And
was
that's all I have. So
Perfect.
I guess we're going back to Eric.
all right. Little tidbit here. If you missed it, Trump, the oldest ever nominee for president, dawdled around the stage tonight, telling a very bored crowd in Pennsylvania to vote on January 5th.
Not the weirdest part, though.
No.
He stood there for 40 minutes while they played music.
Yeah, and this is the
oh,
greatest
what?
dude.
40 minutes.
He just stood there. And at one point, who's the governor woman?
Christy
the
Noam.
dog killer, the one who killed the dog. Yeah, she started trying to mimic it, and it was just bad white people flailing on stage. So anyway, consequently, I found out about this because all over Facebook were those Mark Safe flags. It said Mark Safe from having to dance to YMCA for 30 minutes today.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Complete brain glitch, and all over the leftosphere, people were like, "This video is gonna destroy him," and I'm like, "No, but it's funny." It's good stuff. Everyone was posting pictures of the Northern Lights, so thought I'd pass that along here.
Oh, come on now.
And yeah, of course, in the sky there is just a superimposition of the jazz paper cup pattern, but awesome sauce. Friend of the show and founding Zaddy, George
gonna kick you.
He's got this post from IT Humor and Memes. Says, got an AI rejection letter for being born on the wrong date. Dear blank. I hope this message finds you well. Thank you for your interest in the IT analyst role at blank company. Thanks for submitting your application. By reviewing your application materials, we found that the information provided in you regarding your birth date on LinkedIn, specifically 420, seems inconsistent with professional standards that we uphold within our organization.
No.
So yeah, you were born on the wrong date, sir, and that's just not professional in the eyes of our AI. So
That's horseshit.
Kindly step aside. The horse pussy, friend of the show, the horse pussy, has a note here from a concerned neighbor. Says, I am a very concerned resident regarding your horrifying and demonic array every Halloween. This is not a happy time of year. In fact, it is the time when Satan impregnates his bride. And Transfem Goddess Streamer says, not if I can impregnate her first.
Yes.
And Ralph Maximus says, happy Satan impregnates his bride season to those who celebrate. All right, missing some Hail Satans, but that's all right.
Hail Satan. Sorry.
Too late. You're going to hell.
Oh, yay. I get to go to work tomorrow.
A tardigrade, and man, if you're not following a tardigrade, you are missing out because tardigrades are cool, man. Little water bear there. A tardigrade has this post of a blastula in really cool colors here, about, I don't know, I'd say 6 cells, and it's labeled, this is a person. And then there's a bunch of ingredients for chocolate cake, and it says, this is a chocolate cake. There's a ball of yarn, says, this is a scarf. You know, it's cool too. You can freeze a scarf or a blastula, but not a person. Anyway, Far Right Watch at, let's see, 2 days ago, at hashtag 50 clock inspiration. Your 50 clock inspiration. I don't know what that means, but it's the typical equality, equity, etc. sign where you see the three people standing behind the fence watching a baseball game. And in one, they don't quite have the boxes. They all have the same box, but they can't quite see. Then there's another one where they got different size boxes so they can all see. And then in the third one, we have a stack of boxes going beyond the frame and a cop that has both of the people under arrest and says capitalism. Quality, equity, capitalism. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anti-QAnon memes post this one from Victor Weintraut at FB4tB. Hi, I'm a Christian conservative who believes in angels and talking snakes, but I need to see more data on climate change.
Word.
Here's a 3-panel from oh man, what am I looking at here? I've got Thor. I got Thor from the Avengers and the raccoons in the background. And who's he talking to here? Oh, that's Star-Lord, right?
Yeah, correct.
So Thor is talking to Star-Lord, and Thor has the Israeli flag on his head, and Star-Lord has an American flag, and he says, everyone knows who's in charge. Star-Lord says, me, right? Yes, of course.
Oh, that scene. Oh, that's so accurate.
I know, right? It's kind of funny. I liked it. Oh, still got more demons. Nope, already did that one. Mike Ingram for everyone. And again, if you're not following Mike Ingram for everyone, I guess you don't really have to because I do it for you and just post it all here.
He is for everyone, though.
He is. He says, every year this pair of photos brings me so much joy. And we have the the Girl Scouts cookie box from the tag logs. And they're doing a little punk band here, man. And it's captioned, all right, motherfuckers, we are the Tagalogs. Let me see some carnage. Open this fucking pit up. And in the second panel, she's close up of her screaming into the mic. This little girl says, this one's called $5 Box, and it's about your mom. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I think I've been to that show.
And
Yeah.
and like, seriously, this is what the internet's for, okay?
Here.
And finally, old friend of the show, yours and mine, Corey Showtime Robinson, has a post here of himself with a megaphone, and he says, my biggest regret about my old job is that I didn't steal more. Speaking for all of us. And I'm so lost. What are we doing? Handing it to Tiede.
You know what? If it's easier for you, do round 3, Bubba.
No, I got y'all queued up here, bro.
Okay. Whatever easy for you, big guy.
And then I this is so weird. No idea. My rhythm's all off. It's all
The rhythm.
You're white. Of course your rhythm's off. Okay.
Shut up. I hate that stereotype.
Cooked. Absolutely fucking cooked without
It's not a
seasoning.
stereotype. It's like
Tide's white
it's
too.
the deep magic, which I was there when it was written. We can't dance. Quit moving the screen. Savage Beauty. Seriously, it's tripped me out, man. Savage Beauty. I don't know you. Says prime example, and it just says the Titanic is a great example of how just a tip can get you into a lot of trouble.
Hey.
All right, moving on.
Dang.
What are you, Fonzie?
Still doesn't count. though.
Spill the memes once again, friend of the show. It says when someone tries to tell me how dumb my memes are, and it's that picture of James Franco with a noose around his neck going, first time on my page? Yeah.
That is one of my favorite things. Is this your first day on the internet?
Yeah. Did no one warn you? Ghost Freaks at Ghost Freaks just says owls can sit crisscross applesauce, and it is a owl with his little fluffy legs, crisscross style. And Dick Wolf, not the one that makes the TV shows, says it's always something new with these motherfuckers.
It really is.
But isn't that like
They're always
the
up to
coolest?
something.
And I mean, it's kind of creepy and kind of cool looking.
Dude, I totally want to see that motion. Now I want to
I
see
know,
a video. I think how that happens because you know it's adorable.
Absolutely. All right, next up, we got Midwest versus everybody at Midwestern _Ope. It says, being from the Midwest is admiring the house on a hill, but saying, imagine that driveway in a couple of months. And it is a
Oh my
very
God.
long and steep uphill driveway. Michael, you're from South Canada. You know this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think about this all the time. I'm like, how
Oh,
do they do
dude.
it?
Dude, I think about that in Kentucky all the time. Kentucky and West Virginia. And I have relatives there, and I don't even want to ask. I don't even want to hear
Oh,
it. This is-
yeah. No, when I'm in southern Indiana or Illinois and I see stuff like this, like, dude.
Surprised there's not more heated driveways.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't got that kind of money, but I mean, you do you, boo boo. All right. The conversion rate must be different up in South Canada. I don't know. All right, moving on.
I feel like there'd be a way, somebody would figure out a way to do it cheap by now.
That's not the American way. That ain't capitalism. Best memes, new acquaintance. It's got a picture of a dinosaur talking to this little time traveling robot, and the dinosaur goes, "Time traveling robot, what's it like in the future?" And the little time traveling robot starts showing projections on a hollow screen. It says, "Humans eat your descendants," and it's a picture of a dead chicken. It says, "In the shape of you, dino nuggies in a pan, with the power they generate by burning your corpses." Because yeah, that's how that works.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, pretty accurate. All right, moving on. Some dipshit named Andrew Tiede, and I posted.
Stop being mean to my friend Tiede.
Yeah.
He's not really that likable, guys. Trust me, I've known him for a long time. Anyway, I posted this a few days ago, and I stand by this. This may be the most called out by a meme I've ever been, and it says, "Me, don't overthink it." Also, me. It's a picture of B. Arthur as as Dorothy on the Golden Girls. It says, "I predict nothing but disaster and tragedy."
Nah. Savoring.
Every day. Every single day. All right, moving on. The feral spiritualist, new acquaintance of the show. We'll see how this goes. Repost from Astro Perlman. This is, just once I want the opportunity to dramatically sweep everything off a table to make room for a giant map that I'll use to explain the plan.
Hell yeah.
You know, I made like wrapping paper tubes. I used to do shit like that with when I was a kid. Just knock all the crap off my desk in my room.
I think this is how the first Facebook for the Blind meeting went, though, if you remember.
I know I wasn't here.
Well, I was talking about the heist. Oh well.
Oh yeah, that probably, yeah.
But I was testing you and you passed.
Thank you. Glad I could help. Worldwide car scene. I don't know you. Repost from Russ here. It's a picture of a lady standing next to a Bentley with a bow on it. It says, "I just put my mama in a Bentley." And then Kyle says, "Nice. I put mine in a state of constant worry for my well-being."
Oh, yep.
That's funny because my brother's name is Kyle and he's an asshole.
Oh my.
No, he would tell you. That's how he introduces himself. 5 a.m. text, friend of the show, says, "I'm due for a drunk night where I end up eating chicken with my eyes closed." Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do, Sizemore.
Nope. I'm taking the fifth. Taking the fifth.
And finally, this is my wrapping up round 3 here. Then we'll go back to Sizemore. Friend of the show, friend of mine, Samantha Sam Wiedemann. Hi, Sam.
Hey.
She says, "Me as a kid, falls 10 feet from the monkey bars. I'm okay. Me now. I tried to scoop ice cream that was just a little too frozen, and I dislocated my shoulder. I feel heard. I feel seen. I feel called out." Nice. And that's all I got for round 3. Over to you, Sizemore.
Excellent. That was well done round. You guys are awesome. I'm so delighted with my uber professional co-hosts. Really am. And Bev, I'm sorry, Beverly, I am so sorry, but there was some weird feedback, and I had to mute your microphone because it's getting on the recording. I'm really sorry.
Blame it on the fog.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think it was me
No,
that was bleeding over into
No,
the audio.
nah, it's coming through on Beverly's. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
We just had the air show here this weekend.
Did she say blame it on the bog?
She's blaming it on Fleet Week. That's what I heard.
I blame the bog.
The fog.
See, I heard bong, and that's all you need to know.
People of the bog.
You guys gonna vote for Trump or Harris this year?
I'm still undecided.
I'm gonna write in Mickey Mouse.
Oh, there you go. You
I'm gonna
got to
vote for
fight
Harris.
for your right to
I'd gladly vote for Harris.
do that. Yeah, she's
No,
like,
I hate even amongst you guys who know who I'm voting for, I just hate discussing politics that much.
oh, yeah, it's good. I know. When it comes down to it, I was like, Tiede, would you rather talk about politics or strip clubs? He's like, there was this girl named Sparkle.
You've heard that story too many times.
Mike Ingham for everyone. Oh my God, top scorer in this game.
Yeah.
He's got a picture of a person's house down in Florida, bracing for Milton, and they have strapped it down. They have bolted and staked those canvas straps across the roof of the house. And Mike Ingham has captioned it with a tugs on ratchet straps. Oh, yeah, that baby ain't going nowhere.
I can't decide if this is incredibly stupid
Yeah.
or just a little bit genius.
Yeah, he says, but in all seriousness, just like the pool noodle hail shields, when this works, he's going to look like a damn genius. And I seem to remember somebody taking pool noodles, covering their car, and duct taping them to it, and it protected it from hail damage. And I was like, genius. So, yeah, tugs on them ratchet straps.
So I can tell you the straps are what people do in the Caribbean islands to keep their houses in place for hurricanes, and it does work. So
Okay.
Oh shit!
Fine.
Yep.
There
in
we
Minnesota,
go.
we don't live where there's hurricanes.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Mike Swigger, acquaintance of the show, I suppose. He's got the two panel of who's this guy? He's Canadian, right? He's South.
Kendrick
Drake?
Lamar's whipping boy.
Yeah.
Cool. He's
Yeah,
got
that's
the
right.
hand up. He's saying man-made climate change, and he's got the smile and the point. And he says man-made hurricanes. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So much of that going around. This one guy was trolling big time. He did this entire design. It looks like a pitch deck for a military defense contractor. And we have some kind of airplane deploying this like missile type thing, but it's got a wing on it. And it says MAGA deployed, hurricane destroying nuclear fly swatter. It's got a swivel wing, simple, reliable deployment. It pulls a large fly swatter behind it. It says that it's AVAPS compatible and integrated with current NOAA systems with an in situ atmospheric probe to measure pressure, temperature, and humidity. So there you go. Nuclear fly swatter. Anyway, I'm dying. Wish to God I'd track this thing down just to see what MAGA thought of this. It's just naked. And I've been in enough conversations online to know that they see whatever they want to see. So fun times. Hey, it was National Indigenous Peoples Day this Monday. And here we have an illustration of two Native Americans, indigenous peoples, looking out at the Nina La Pinta Santa Maria out there. And he's saying, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. Matt Mason, Ministry of Memes, has this picture of Christopher Columbus getting smacked in the face with a flip-flop. It's pretty good Photoshop, too, because you can see his cheek going... It says, Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Whap.
What was this cheek doing?
It's like, going... like... Here.
You make a noise again.
The Resistance Garden has this commonly used post here with me. Fuck Christopher Columbus. The commenters, all these angry faces, and it's all the chodes in the sunglasses and the hats making commentaries from their trucks in their profile pictures. Yeah, yep. And Absolutely was. I think one of the most incredible pieces of art, though, that I saw was this delightfully little beaded pin that says Bishtifer Colombitch.
That's awesome.
Just points on concision. I was like, I should buy this. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this? But yeah. Ruler of Seattle at Thought Slime says people who become right wing because they get annoyed by leftists are weak willed. Most leftists are annoyed by leftists every single day.
That's how I know if somebody's really a leftist.
Oh.
If they're as disenfranchised with the left as I am, then I'm like, oh,
yeah.
How you doing?
You get it. You get it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I know some blue Kool-Aid drinkers, and I tell them all the time, you've made me so much more compassionate about Trumpers.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
I would almost do anything to spite you.
Yeah.
Except vote for Trump. That's just one.
Yeah.
That's just one step too far.
No, I don't need to do that. Only got a couple more left for the thingy here. Friend of the show, Lex. You remember Lex from the Pig, man? She's got this like map of a house, and it's captioned, "This is the future leftists want for our homes." And the largest room is labeled Sodomy Lounge. next one is the ketamine chamber. We've got wokeism bathroom with no doors, an ADHD room. That's cool. Yoga, a whole room for pronouns, and a new metal patio.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And friend of the show, married to the founding Zaddy, George H. Cruikshank, who is, of course, Chelsea. She says, new metal patio, sign me the fuck up.
Hell yeah. I can hear her saying that.
And finally, we have a picture of a raccoon on his hind legs with his eyes all aglow like he is in a trail cam, and it's captioned, "The age of man is over."
Every day I pray for this, actually.
Are we into post with the most?
We are in post with the most.
Here we go. This week, my post with the most comes from Openly Gay Animals.
What?
Openly Gay Animals, friend of the show. Says Godzilla walks, what people in the city see. And then it's just a picture of Godzilla walking by.
Oh.
He is all caked up.
Well, I guess Shanklin used to say that's a dump truck.
I should maybe note that Godzilla in this picture has no tail, which is weird.
Very.
And instead just has a massive ass. All right, Tiede, what's your post with the most? Look, it's not my fault. It's my weird friends on Twitter. Okay, so
oh sure. Oh sure. Blame the algorithm. Algorithm works in strange,
First, how are we
ways.
both wearing weird, cool sweaters? And two,
This
why would you? Oh, I have a sweater. That's a blanket, but it's still cool. How are you gonna hit me with Godzilla cheeks?
Godzilla cheeks.
Godzilla cheeks, caked up.
Dude,
right,
you are triggered by anything.
Yes. And this meme will help explain it. This is my post with the most from Psychological Meme Fair. And it's a picture of Bugs Bunny looking up at Daffy Duck, who is driving a vehicle. And Bugs is like, are you crazy? And Daffy's like, legally, no. There's not a word for my condition. I feel this. I feel seen. I feel heard. I feel called out. And that's my post with the most. Over to you, Sizemore.
Fantastic. Local angle here. I posted this in real time from our mic, and I just said, to the noob who asks for advice, quit.
Is that one kid?
Yeah, and Kristen said, that guy can fucking quit, please.
Hey, I'm surprised we haven't made him quit yet.
I thought
I'll be there Thursday. I'll get him.
But anyway, that's a little too real. So here's a picture of Elon Musk kissing a AI robot. It says this picture of Elon Musk kissing a prototype sex robot was generated by AI because the real robot wouldn't do it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That was with the post for Facebook for the Blind. And I believe that constitutes an entirely whole episode of Facebook for the Blind. Our 179th episode, wrapping it up for 10/15/2024. We love you. Mwah. Thank you so
Love
much.
you, George.
Thanks for listening to an episode of Facebook for the Blind. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.